Hey folks, I'm back here with another audio commentary. Today between Soccer, the yellow, or the blue elf, sorry, in the 6 o'clock position, and Fog, the yellow undead in the 12 o'clock position. And as you probably know, Fog retired a while back, but because of the Shadow League that's just going on now, he's back for limited time only. And I hopefully we'll get to see some old school strats from him because he's supposed to be representing some of the old school. So very centered opening build for him, and it's cross spawn, so that's probably going to be quite good for Soccer because because Fog's likely to go Ghoul Guard and Harass just because that's who he is. He's Fog, he does Ghoul Guard and Harass, and Soccer. This is Lost Temple, the Reign of Chaos version, and which is so I think quite a fun map. Obviously not used very much because it doesn't have a tavern, but very fun, I think, just because you get some really unusual strats from it, because you can't use tavern heroes, so especially for elf, sort of what your second hero is going to be often can be quite tricky. And as you can see, he's going for Warden here first, and this is because he can quite easily creep up to level 2 by sort of war creeping with gold mine here, and then possibly put up an expansion as soon as he's done that. And Fog now scouting, he wants to get an early scout out, so he's using a ghoul, just so he can go and harass with his Death Knight and ghouls, and that looks like it is going to be a strategy. He's putting up a total valve to try and block off more of his mine. I imagine he'll put a couple on ziggurats here just to finish off the base block. But he won't be expecting too much base harass, I wouldn't think. The Warden is good for harassing, certainly. Harassing acolytes especially. But a fairly open base build from Soccer at this point, which is fairly centered against undead, because ghouls can run into your base anyways, no matter how hard you try and block it off, really, and so you want to be able to go and stop that from happening by running your hero, and if you block out his hero, obviously you block out your own as well. So just throwing us into the war keeping now, and that's just as Fog scouts it, and I imagine he's going to just leave his goal a bit. Actually no, he's going to scout first, maybe he'll come back with one of his Death Knights here. You have to be very careful when just wandering your units around this map, because it's very easy to accidentally aggro some of the creeps, especially founding creeps and these creeps to a lesser extent. Meanwhile, it looks like Soccer will actually finish this before the Death Knight gets here. Meanwhile, Ghoul just attacking random wisps that are getting lumber. This is something that's very nice to do on sort of a mid-level, because it means that your opponent has to multitask, which is sort of quite tricky, and expansion going up immediately. But I think on this level, Soccer should be able to save all his wisps. And Death Knight immediately getting Shadow Stricken? I don't know. Because Soccer obviously at full mana, so just wants to burn as much money as possible. And Fog, I'm not sure, has he gone for... Yeah, he has actually gone for Coil, rather than just not picking a skill yet. So I guess we're going to see more attacking from him than rather than a Ghoul Rush. And Soccer eventually giving up on the chase, and leaving Fog to come back with some ghouls to attack the Tree of Life here. And looks like it might actually cancel this expansion, which would be very nice for him, because Soccer will have delayed his tech. Yeah, he's still building this, he hasn't even started attacking yet. And he is forced to cancel his expansion, whereas I imagine Fog will start attacking up, yeah, and off he goes the Wisp. Yeah, he has started attacking. Only one crypt at the moment, and no graveyard, but I imagine we'll see that in a second. Because you don't need to put them up quite yet if you want to go for guards, which is sort of Fog's general strategy against Elf. And a nice possible Wisp block here. Death Knight obviously very low, gets the Deado off to aggro the creeps onto the Death Knight, who's on 6 hit points now. Very nice move there from Soccer, but it isn't enough, and I imagine, yeah, he tries and aggroes the creeps and hides so that the Death Knight's attacked, but he's healed enough that he can get away safely. And meanwhile, I imagine he'll just run back now because he can't really creep this at this point. Meanwhile, some nice multitasking here from both sides, while just trying to chase down these archers, who obviously just can't fight on their own, but the Death Knight's still very low. Bob will need to be careful about this, because he probably will get this archer kill unless he manages to kill it from the creeps. Yeah, he does. And Bob needs to be careful that he doesn't get both of them killed. Looks like he will now lose a ghoul. But meanwhile, Death Knight is going to get away, but the Warden's right here as well. Only 4 mana away from getting a Shadow Strike. So he needs to be careful, and it looks like he will get the kill there. A ghoul coming in. The ghoul actually denies the kill, I think. Yeah, the ghoul denied the experience from the Warden very nicely, especially from a ghoul, which it isn't easy to deny with. And is there an expo going up? No, no expo. Oh no, Soccer's actually building it away from the gold mine, so it's hard to scout now. I'm not sure this is a wise choice. It's going to take him a while to walk it in there, and he won't have Nature's Blessing yet. No, he's just started this deck recently. So it's going to take him significantly longer, and I don't think the chance of harassment is too high now that, or even from the point where the Death Knights are to get low, so I'm not sure if that was the best choice, but certainly it's Soccer, so he probably knows what he's doing. And looks like Soccer's now going to try and creep this fountain when his Warden gets here. I'm not sure this is enough, but it's very hard to creep this fountain. And these creeps do a lot of damage and they heal, which is obviously a problem because even though you can take this fire, yeah, look, the Warden's just taking too much damage, never going to be able to creep this entire thing, and forced to run away after killing only 1 creep. And this other one's low, but he can't afford to kill it because his Warden's pretty low. And now she gets Soccer gets a bit lucky and scouts his ghoul army coming in. I imagine we're going to start to see guards in a second. Yeah, there's the second crit, and guards are coming from both. So you need to be very careful. Very low Warden gets coiled, so coiled on cooldown. He probably will be able to get away. He'd be on by a boot, and there's no aura yet from the Death Knight, so he's still level 1. So Death Knight just to go and creep this fountain quickly. He will be able to do this because ghouls are a lot better at creeping this camp than archers. And I'll get on level 2, which is very useful at this point. And I imagine he's walking his. He's just started walking his Tree of Life in now. And no tier 2 yet, and no Hunter Tall? That's odd. No Hunter Tall yet. Oh, maybe, yeah, there it goes there. Bit late, that's a bit of a shame, so probably we're seeing late Triads. And Warden coming in, scouting this creeping, but Fob's really got most of the creeps, just 1 left now. And he's got 1 for the wind as well, which is very nice. Against something like Warden, because if it's chasing you down, you can just cycle in it and run away. So yeah, actually, sorry, there's 2 other creeps left, not 1. And bought a potion of healing just because obviously Warden with Shadow Strike, even if it's only level 2, is still a bit of a risk. And so you need to be careful against that. You notice that the Warden still has hasn't chosen a second skill yet. Chances are he'll choose Blink, but occasionally you want Fan of Knives, and there's no point really choosing if it's not going to affect your game up to that point, just because if you go Fan of Knives and then get surrounded, obviously you'll regret going Fan of Knives, and if you go Blink and then the Ghoul rushes you or something, you'll regret not having Fan of Knives. Although I think Fan of Knives isn't too useful at this point. Actually, 2 Ancient of Winds going up here, despite having the Hunter's Hall. I guess the Hunter's Hall was a bit late, and so we decided just to go for Ancient of Winds. So we're probably seeing, Hippogriffs, I guess. But Hippogriffs just aren't good against Gargoyles when the Lich comes out, because obviously the area of effect slow and damage very bad. And a Wisp is scanning the base now, and Warden actually accidentally aggroing the creep. It does have a staff of teleportation there, so we could possibly staff to that Wisp and then harass the acolytes, although he's not, Fob's not teching at this point, so probably wouldn't be too useful, and if this does get killed, so I guess that's how he's doing it. And it looks like Fob might be going for an attack now. He's bringing all his ghouls, all his ghouls and all his guards, and he's buying, he's bought a, that's interesting, he bought an Orb of Corruption on his Death Knight rather than getting a Lich. That's not overly sensible. Maybe he thought he was going Dryads, and so Lich would be less useful, but still, Lich is so good just because a combination of range and the Orb effect is so powerful in this match, actually in every matchup. And yeah, just lots of Hippogriffs coming out, and Hippogriffs just aren't that good against Gargoyles. I guess he does have some archers, but then he has nothing to counter the ghouls, so looks like he's in a bit of trouble here. He had to TP back, he only has 1 Hippogriff out at the moment, and it looks like Bob's really just going to come and put in as much pressure as he can right now, and this is some kind of bad luck for Soccer, because Fob's really just played this so well, and I imagine Soccer didn't expect him to play this well, because obviously Fob's sort of going into the army and stuff now, and whereas Soccer's playing full time, so Soccer might not have expected the sort of really good play that we've seen from fall today, especially some good timing I thought, and also that denial of the kills, very nice. I think this is pretty much over now. There's just nothing you can do against these gargoyles or against the ghouls at this point. He just doesn't have enough of anything. I think obviously the cancelling of that expansion is really important for a fall because it just so delayed both the economy and the tech of soccer, and now the second age of wins going down as well. And I think this might be the end of game one. I'm going to cast the other two games as well, so I'll probably put a link in the sidebar if you want to check them out. It's a best of 3 and they're just going on now, so I hope you have enjoyed this. Level 3 on the Warden, but again, it's not enough. All these hippogriffs are now going down, and there's the DV. Okay, stay tuned for part 2 folks.